What's up, Juventini? Alberto here. This is the AJC, your channel locked into everything Juve. It's June 16th. I've got all the latest news around the club, including the wild claims around Calafiori, which we will get into. But first up, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And of course, my own. Enjoy your day, fellas, all right? But the Calafiori wild claims, here we go. Obviously put on a strong showing with the Azzurri in their opening match of Euro 2024 against Albania yesterday. Turned a lot of heads, all right? And there were scouts there from abroad. However, everything remains consistent that Calafiori wants to remain in Italy. But amongst Romeo Agresti, Fabrizio Romano, and Nico Schira, we have some different reports, all right? So Agresti reports that Juve will not go in for the 40 to 50 million euro price tag that Bologna has set on the player. He says they strictly will not do that. And that price tag is set because of the sell-on clause going to Basel. However, he says that is their problem and not Juve's, and Juve will not give in on that. Fabrizio Romano states that that price tag is always going to remain, and it is going to be difficult for Juve to find a deal for Calafiori because Bologna has a chip on their shoulder about Thiago Motta joining them and leaving Bologna. Nico Schira, he reports that there's already an agreement in place with Calafiori and Juve to 2029 at 2.2 million per season, and the price tag is 40 million euros, which isn't far off what we heard Juve wanted to purchase him for, which was around 30 to the 35 million euro mark. So I still have hopes that a deal could be there, all right? But Calafiori, in many fans' eyes, he has turned a lot of heads after just one performance at the Euros there against Albania, albeit, but many fans are now saying he is Juve's top priority and should be Juve's top priority ahead of even the midfield. Do you agree with that? Hit me in the comments, but all eyes are going to be on Calafiori and if Juve can strike a deal there. Douglas Luiz. Well, according to Fabrizio Romano, the deal is just up to minor details, but it is essentially done. You could consider this done, according to Fabrizio Romano, and set to be completed and closed out early next week. And it might not end there. As we talked about on the live show yesterday, all right, Louise and Lehmann could be joining him in Turin as part of a package deal. Now, this deal would have to be funded by the men's team because it's not in Juve's women's team's budget, all right? However, this would be a big boost for the women's team, not just on the pitch, as she is a solid player and a regular with the Swiss national side, but her following would bring such a massive boost in exposure for the women's side, as she boasts 25 million followers across all her socials. And in contrast, the Juventus women's side has 500,000. All right, so this is like the equivalent for our women's side of signing Ronaldo of women. Okay, not in terms of performance, everything like that, but in terms of the social aspect, it definitely is. That is massive, and it could go down. We have to keep eyes on that one as well. Now, we get to Chiesa and his Prove My Worth tour, all right, which kicked off again in that Italy-Albania match, and he ends up winning man of the match. This is a win-win scenario for Juventus, okay, because it's win-win if he balls out through this tournament because the price tag goes up, all right? Price tag goes up, or Motta and Giuntoli decide that, hey, look, this is what he's capable of. This is the Chiesa we need. And maybe, just maybe, this was their plan. And to push him and put this fear that they're not going to be renewing in him to get him to ball out. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there, all right? But listen, it is win-win. And in my personal opinion, Juve's mercato should be as follows. With Louise set to get closed, bring me Calafiori, bring me Coop Miners, and that makes a drastic impact on this team. Okay, keep Chiesa, work with him. You're going to be saving salary because it is all but certain Szczesny is leaving. Work with Chiesa, lock it in, and then bring in Sancho on a loan, because apparently that is the latest rumor that Juve is going to revisit the deal that was apparently on the table in the winter mercato for a loan, with trying to get Man U to pick up some of that salary. And then you'll probably see an option purchase price at the backside of that. But yes, please, let's move in that direction. What do you think? Do you agree with that plan? Let me know in the comments. All right, now we get to Morata. The links continue. He scored for Spain against Croatia yesterday. This is a serious consideration for Juve, according to today's reports, at that 12 million euro clause. Now, Di Lorenzo, the latest is Barnechea could very well be added in a counterpart move to try and bring Di Lorenzo to Juve. Giuntoli wants Di Lorenzo big time, all right? So we're going to have to wait and see, because everything we're hearing previously is that Motta will not allow Barnechea to leave until he has set eyes on him at camp and watched him, all right? And then you have an official piece of business. That is Cherubini says goodbye to Juventus yesterday, made official after 12 years. He is leaving. Thank you for your contributions, Cherubini, but the time has come as we move forth with a new management team, and it is going to be established around the men Giuntoli wants around him and his right-hand man, and this is going to be interesting, all right? But the names that are thrown out there would form a very, very strong management side. Not to say anything negative about Cherubini, because he was instrumental and pivotal in the success of Juventus Next Gen. But the time has come. Thank you and goodbye. That wraps up your news break. You all know the drill. Like the video, follow us, subscribe to the channel, join the AJC army, all right? But let me know in the comments what you think about all the news you heard here today. I'm back tomorrow, as always, with another edition, and it is always Fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.